all children have the right to equality, even though we're different.
I see a road where I go, where you go.
We have the right to a worthy home and not to live on the streets.
No one knows.
We have the right to feed ourselves and not to starve.
Please keep me warm with your love.
We have the right to be cured by doctors and not to suffer without medicines. We have the right to an education, to go to school, to be able to have a future.
No mistake.
All children are the same, yes, and we have the same rights. But is this true?
I'm gonna fly to you. Oh, I'm not alone with your love. I'm gonna fly to you. Oh, I'm not alone with your love.
We're getting set for the celebration and the observance of International Children's Day, a very important one annually. Joining me now on the Flow WhatsApp platform, the manager of the Rainbow Children's Home in Vieux Fort, Miss Sandra Louisa. She has served in that capacity since its inception. The home opened its doors in 2019 and located in the south of the island in Vieux Fort. It provides care for children who are dealing with all forms of abuse and who suffer from trauma as a result. These trauma are known to cause serious anger management and behavior issues. The home continues to face financial challenges, however. Individuals and entities which are so minded are always encouraged, we always do so here, to support the work of the Rainbow Children's Home in Vieux Fort. Good morning, thanks for being so patient, and thanks for waking up early and joining us. Let's try this again. She's with us, correct? Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice, yeah, thanks for waking up early and thanks for being a bit patient with us here this morning.
No problem.
Yeah, let's talk about the home. You opened in 2019 and you provide a very, very important service to some very important people in our community. How have things been going?
Things are going okay for the while. Obviously, we are a registered charity. We do get a little help from government. But it's a charity, so it's always a struggle trying to get the things that the children need.
Mm-hmm.
The home can currently accommodate up to 8 children, and we have 5 currently, aged from 11 months old up to the age of 13.
11 to 13. And what are some of the needs that you cater to for those children down at the Rainbow?
Children, the majority are coming from abused background. So you're dealing with a number of behavioral issues and anger management issues, which is difficult for staff and also very difficult for the children, as they can't be blamed for the situation that they're in.
Yeah. Yeah. How
I mean, it's a lot of work, a lot of care, a lot of attention.
Yeah. It's very, very important to have institutions like yours to engage these children.
Yes, it is very important, and I don't like the word institution. I mean, where we like to say a home away from home, where the children are safe and protected and in a good environment that will hopefully help them with all the problems that they are dealing with.
Yeah. A home away from home. I really like that, and I appreciate the correction. It's not an institution. It's a home away from home. What are some of the cases you see being presented to you down there at Rainbow?
Oh Lord, we've had child sexual abuse and obviously physical abuse. And that will also include verbal abuse. Yeah, the abuse situation in St. Lucia is just not good at all.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about some of those particulars in just a bit. But talk about the initiatives and programs that you introduce to help bring some normalcy to the lives of these children.
Okay, now we try to treat the children just like you would treat normal, ordinary children. You know, the children who are of school age all attend school. At the moment we have two very small ones who are obviously home, so it's just staff caring for them, providing care, love and attention for the two little ones that are at home. During school holidays, obviously Christmas is coming up shortly, we then provide programs for the children to be doing things in the home and also out of the home. We could take them to the beach, we could take them for a swim. I'm 24/7s with my begging bowl asking companies for assistance to do things, like managed to get passes to Bay Gardens Beach Park for the children for the summer holidays. We also managed to get passes to the Soufre, the Sulphur Springs. Yeah, so just try to do like normal things that normal children are doing. You know, it's not prison, this is the home that they live in, so you try to make things as normal as possible. Even though, you know, the children are coming from an abuse setting, their parents, they ask for continuously, and all children always want to go home. Not always the best thing, so we have to try and work around them the best we can, or work with them.
Excellent. Now you met them when they came and you opened up your doors. What are some of the smiles that you've seen emerge and some of the success stories since they've been with you down at that home?
Yeah, we've had some of the children, not all, obviously are in a much safer environment, so you do get smiles and things now. We've had a few children that have moved on, gone on to foster care, turn to perhaps another member of family, and these are, for me, success stories, because the home was not designed for children to be there to the end of time. It's supposed to be for a brief period. It doesn't always work out that way, but we try to do the best that we can.
Excellent, excellent to even learn of some of those success stories. It's called the Rainbow. It's a home for the home. Normally we see rainbows after a lot of inclement weather. Speak to us about the thinking behind the title and what sort of impression and impact a title like that has on your operations and the service that you provide.
We actually did a competition within the schools to ask for children to name the home. We thought that would be a brilliant idea, and we all really liked the idea of the Rainbow Children's Home. It's like a ray of hope for children coming to the home.
Excellent. I'm thankful that you explained where it came from, that it actually came from children themselves.
Yes, it did.
And I was leaning to it, providing that ray of new opportunity, ray of hope, as you termed it. So well. Let's speak of some of the specific issues now which impact children, and then we'll celebrate a bit, because Sunday is International Children's Day. It's a time of celebration. It's a time of reflection as well. But a number of the cases which present to you stem from abuse. What are some of the factors which contribute to these cases, you think?
I feel that I don't know. I just parenting skills, number one. Children are not being listened to. I mean, very early on, a lot of the children will tell us that, you know, they did tell someone, being a parent, and they weren't believed, they weren't listened to. You know, how does that make, as a child, how does that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are the people that are here to care for you, and something serious has happened. They're trying to tell you and you're not listening. This is very difficult. And for the children, it causes a major problem. And the problem doesn't just go away. It stays with a lot of our children, sadly, for a very long time. I think people just assume that, you know, they come to the children's home or they go to the Division of Human Services and, you know, it will just all go away, but it doesn't. These things are deep rooted and it affects the children very badly.
Based on your experience and your work here, how prevalent would you say the issue of abuse is, and which demographic of child is most at risk?
Oh, wow. Abuse in St. Lucia, for me, I find is just far too much. St. Lucia is a very small place. Being born and raised in London and coming from that setting, doing social work, when I came here, I found it very difficult with the number of child abuse cases that we had here in St. Lucia, such a small place. And I was wondering what could be done to more educate the public on the situation of child abuse in St. Lucia. It is just far too much, far too much.
You get a sense that you get a sense that perhaps majority of the cases are still not reported.
I think a number of cases are not reported, and I probably believe because children probably see other things that have been reported and they're not seeing what's actually being done about it. Everything just takes a long time here. I'm not saying that things are not being done. It just takes a very long time for everything to come to fruition.
But it's good that you have homes away from the home like yourself who play an important role in supporting some of our children who are at risk. Your final message to the St. Lucian public. I know there's lots that you can do, it's lots more that you can do. You'd require some assistance. Times have been a bit challenging. Your final message as we look ahead to the celebration of Children's Day on Sunday. How can institutions like yourself be supported? And what should be our focus as a society come Sunday, even beyond that?
Look after our children. Our children are the future. You, as a parent, your children are talking to you. Listen to what they're saying. This is very, very important. Take the time to listen to what your children have to say. You know, children don't just come with a story. They don't make up things. You know, you might have had the happiest child ever. Be aware of your child. Be aware that something may be going on that they're too scared to say or don't know how to say. Please don't shut them down. Listen to what they have to say. It's very important. And on this coming Sunday for Children's Day, yes, do something special for all of your children. Treat them like they're the kings and queens that they are. They deserve that.
What are your plans? What are your plans at the Rainbow Home?
Well, we will do nice eats, drinks and treats for the children. I know today all their schools are doing this for today, but the home will do something for the children actually on Sunday.
Excellent.
Yeah, Rainbow Children's Home is always, we accept donations from any direction, food, clothes, whatever anybody would like to donate. We accept everything and are always extremely grateful.
How can people get in contact with you?
They can call me on my work cell, which is, can I give the number?
Sure.
Yes, 718-8789. or on the Rainbow Children's Home email, which is rainbowchildren29@outlook.com.
Excellent. Sandra, I want to thank you for coming on. We wish you to be around for many, many more years. There's a need for homes away from the home, like the one that you provided down in Vieux Fort. Thank you for the service to the children in need down there, and we'll talk again when next the opportunity arises.
Okay, thank you very much for having me.
You're most welcome. Sandra
Okay,
Louisa,
all right.
she is the founder and manager over at the Rainbow Home, away from home for children located in Vieux Fort, St. Lucia. Our celebration of International Children's Day, begins now as we look ahead to the international observance come Sunday, November the 20th.
Today is the day of every girl and every boy who have raised their voice for their rights.